Say you're moving to Warrensburg or you're PCSing to Whiteman and you have no idea where the DMV is. Where's the post office? Where are you going to buy groceries? I can help you with that. Today we're going to talk about 5 steps that you should know about when moving to Warrensburg or PCSing to Whiteman. And make sure you click that like and subscribe button down below, because we make a new video every single week and you should be notified about it because we talk everything Warrensburg and Whiteman. And we get so many calls and texts and emails from people. Our contact information is right below. We love it. Definitely keep contacting us. If you're moving to Warrensburg or if you're PCSing to Whiteman, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Hi guys. Today we are talking about relocating to Warrensburg and Whiteman. 5 easy steps that'll make your move super easy. So the first thing we're going to talk about, which is number 5, is the DMV. Say you're moving from out of town, out of state, and you need to get a new license. Well, up here, this is the address of the DMV in Warrensburg, and the hours are Monday through Friday, 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Now, I would definitely recommend going at like a weird hour, like show up right at 7:30 or go after the lunch rush, or else you're kind of gonna be standing in a line forever, and that sucks. Also, if you need to get a new Missouri license, you're gonna need a couple things, and make sure that you bring them so you don't waste your time. So you're gonna need proof of identity, so you're gonna need a military ID or an ID from another state. You're going to need a social security card. That is a big one. A lot of people show up and don't have their social security card and you can't get a new license. And then you're also gonna need proof of Missouri address. So if you're moving here and you know you're gonna move here and you have an address, send yourself some mail. So then when you show up, you'll have something with your name on it at your new address. Makes it super easy. And if you don't have an address, you should call the local post office, the address of which is right here, and the hours are Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5, and then Saturday, 9 to noon. Because you can set up a post office box, you can mail yourself something, and then use that at the DMV. I know, pretty easy, right? I'm a genius. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about, just since we're talking about places, is if you have a person or a child with special needs moving with you, Johnson County Board of Services, address right here, and their contact information is on their website. They can be incredibly helpful getting everything set up for you or finding you resources to help with your move or help when you get here. So that is a really underused service here in Warrensburg, and they're amazing. Everyone there is really fantastic. Moving on, we're going to talk about utilities. So the main utility companies in Warrensburg that if you've purchased a house here or you're renting, usually you should get that information from the person from either the leasing company or the seller. But if you didn't for some reason, here you go. The main energy bill here in Warrensburg is from a company called Evergy, and you can find them online. The main trash service, there's 2 different trash services. There's either Republic, which has had some interesting problems the last couple months, or there's J&S Trash. So one of those 2 should be able to handle your trash. For gas, we have Spire Energy. For internet, we have Spectrum or CenturyLink or Verizon. There's a lot to choose from when it comes to internet, unless you're outside city limits. And if you're out in the country, you only have a couple, so you better make sure that your cell service works when you move to Missouri, because sometimes it doesn't. Now, all of these services that I'm talking about in this video, so all the different utilities and Johnson County Board of Services, I'm adding links to all of these websites down below in the comment section, so you can just easily click down there and click on the one you need, and it'll take you to what you need. On top of utilities, I'm just gonna list the grocery stores and pharmacies that we have here in Warrensburg, because I know a lot of people can be concerned about, oh my gosh, where am I gonna get my groceries? How do I transfer my prescriptions? Well, we have a Walmart and we have a Hy-Vee. I know, it's slim pickings, I'm sorry. If you want a Whole Foods or a Trader Joe's, you're gonna have to drive up to Lee Summit. But that's what we got here. We got a Walmart, we got a Hy-Vee. And when it comes to pharmacies, we have Walmart Pharmacy, and then we have CVS, Walgreens, and Summers. My personal favorite is Summers Pharmacy because it's locally owned and they go above and beyond any pharmacist. One time I had a prescription for my son, and then the doctor's office closed, and then they found his home number and they called him and they had him resend it so I could have it on time for my son. But they also flavor their medication. So if you have, for example, a child who's sick who needs an azithromycin liquid, you take it there and they flavor it. It makes it so much easier to give your child medicine. Highly recommend. Number 3, if you're moving here and you have kids, you're probably going to want to get them enrolled in school or daycare, one or the other. So up here, I'm going to post the Warrensburg School District address, and you can actually go into this office and get your kids signed up for everything. But you can also go online, and I've linked that down below. Make sure as soon as you know when you're moving, you go online or you call them and get your kids enrolled. I will also say the same thing is true for daycares. I know I talked in another video about daycares in this town. There's 10 different daycares. They're all amazing. They're all completely full. So I would call every single daycare on this list and put your child on the wait list, because by the time you get here, one will probably be available. And they're all really great. I like all of the daycares in this town. Number 2, we're gonna talk about movers and cleaners and jobs. So one thing that might really help when you get here is having a local moving company that can come take everything out of your moving van and put it in your house. I know from now on, if I ever move again, that's exactly what I'm doing, because lifting beds and dressers and stuff is for the birds and it takes forever. And my back hurts because I'm old. So there's a couple different options for this. One is you can go online and you can look for small town movers, Warrensburg movers, Carlisle Van Lines. These are all companies, which I've linked down below, that you can hire someone to come in from a company and move everything into your house. And it'll probably cost you anywhere from $200 to $1,000 depending on how much stuff you have. Another option is if you go on Facebook and you search for a group called Warrensburg Work or Berg Work. You can join that group and you can post there and you can find someone. You can basically write on there, hey, I need 4 strong men to help me move on Saturday, the blah blah date. And you can find people and they show up, they help you, and you pay them. It's actually a really great resource. You can also I found people to clean my house, I found people to detail my car, I found people to come do stuff on my lawn. So the Berg Work site on Facebook is a really underused but great resource to find help in this town. Another good way to use that page is all the local businesses pretty much in Warrensburg post job openings on that Facebook page. So if you're looking for a job and say you haven't moved here yet, or you've moved here and you're looking for work, you can look on that page. It's awesome. Another really great resource is the jobs.missouri.gov, which I've linked down below, and you can find jobs there. But first off, I would try the local page because you never know who's hiring. So we're down to number 1, and the number 1 thing which will make your move to Warrensburg or Whiteman easier is find someone that you can trust to help you with that process of finding a home, buying a home, renting a home, or moving on base. So I say this because our market here in Warrensburg is amazing. It's super fast-paced. There's a lot of turnover on properties. People move here, stay for a couple years, either going to the University of Central Missouri or working at Whiteman Air Force Base, and then they leave. They PCS out or they graduate. So we have a really high turnover in properties in Warrensburg, but we also have really high rental rates because of that, and houses go fast. They do not stay on the market long. So the number 1 suggestion that I can give anyone moving to Warrensburg or PCSing to Whiteman to make your life easier is find a real estate agent who can trust and who will teach you what to do when moving here and how to find the perfect property for you. There you go, short and sweet, that's all she wrote. This was my 5 steps to making your move to Warrensburg or Whiteman Air Force Base easy. I hope you liked my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below and click that little alarm button thingy because we make a new video every single week and you'll want to be notified because we talk everything about eating, sleeping, playing, moving to Warrensburg. And we get so many calls from people who are moving here or PCSing to Whiteman, and our contact information is right below. And we love it, so don't stop. Keep contacting us. There's our number. We love hearing from you. Have a good one.